Hello, it has been a while since I have gone live. I don't even remember the last time I went live. Usually recording videos for YouTube, but today I thought I would share, I thought about doing this in stories, but then I thought I would have to cut so much, so I thought maybe I'll do it live and just see how that goes. So again, it's been forever since I've gone live, so I'm trying this today and we'll see how it goes. So I am sharing about the Durham's water putty rock hard product, and long story short, I grew up with this stuff in our house. When Matt and I were flipping homes, and my dad would flip homes, and my dad was always in construction. Anyway, this was always in our house. Like I didn't know what it was. Then we started flipping houses, and there would be certain projects in the house, and my dad would be like, we need to get some rock hard, and that's what he always called it. And so we've used it before on different projects. And then I discovered it to use it on furniture projects. So on the website, I just shared a reel yesterday. I shared a post today on how well this works. So if you're looking for a product that, dries really hard and can fill, if you know, if you have furniture projects where there are pieces that are separated, if you're like me and you pick up mostly vintage furniture, you will come across those pieces that, they just come like over time, they separate. We actually had a cabinet in our back porch that I never fixed, and I did that for this post. So I actually got that fixed with this stuff. And then I did another, like a coffee table, and it worked great. So I'm going to answer a couple of questions that I've been getting since sharing it this week and as I do this, but what I love about this, if you have used any other kind of hardening product, for projects, it's usually, what I hate about them is that I have to work really fast, and I have to work, like you only have a few seconds, and you're mixing it's like a potion. You're mixing all these things, and if you don't get the right amount in, it's not gonna, set. If you don't mix it and apply it and sand it, it won't work. Like within 10 seconds, it won't work. I don't like to work that way. It's too stressful for me. So anything that'll make that easier, I'm all about that. So that's what I love about this stuff. I still can't believe, like, my dad's health is not good. And if he would know that this is what I'm using and sharing, like, it would be a full circle moment for me, because this is just, like I said, it's always been a staple. But so if you have furniture projects, you can use it on repairs furniture. That's obviously patches plaster, fills knot holes, molds strong figurines. Like, there's different uses on this. I swear, don't quote me on this, but I swear we were like spreading it on a floor or something. Not like, a full, we've just used it in different ways. So I think there's multiple uses for this, but for your furniture projects, this is a great filler, and that will dry rock hard. So basically, another great thing. So when you open it, it's powder, and it's not a bad price. And you get this big size. It is not a bad price at all, and it's all powder in here. The great thing about that is it's not going to dry out. I have had containers of fillers and different things. As soon as you open them, or if you don't tighten them just right, close them just right, they dry out. So this stuff, it's a powder. And what I did, here, let me just show you. So I have a tablespoon. Go to your thrift store and get a tablespoon, or your Dollar Tree, and get a tablespoon. And then I just always leave this where I store it, right on top, so I know that's what this is for. That's all I use it for. So anyway, I'm just gonna mix the batch here. I don't have anything to to use it on right now, but I'm just gonna show you how this works, and just answer some of the questions. So I'm putting in, it's a 3-to-1 ratio. You'll put 3 tablespoons of the mixture. I just like to make sure I shut it, not because it's gonna dry out, but because Lindsay would be the person to knock it over and have it spill all over. So I'm just gonna shut that. Okay, and then I just grabbed this cup of water, and I'm gonna do 1 tablespoon of water. Ooh, you can't see that. Okay, and then I just use popsicle sticks and I mix it. And so, just want to make sure you see it. You're gonna, at first when you start mixing it, you're gonna be like, nope, I need more water. Don't add water until you get it fully mixed in. There has been one time when I literally needed a drop of water. So I will sometimes use a continuous spray bottle and just do like the finest mist, like a real quick mist, because it's usually that 3-to-1 ratio is just usually perfect. So that ring light, I had to shut my blinds in here because the sun was coming right in. So I turned on a ring light. So let me stand up and hope, okay, there we go. So this is perfect. You want it like a creamy peanut butter. So this is what it'll look like. And it's perfect. Now see how I'm not stressed about mixing this. I'm not rushed and hurried to show you like, okay, it's gonna dry up as soon as I do this. You have time. So that was one of the questions I got. How much work time do you have with that? Because people that work with this kind of stuff know that some of these products it's like you have 10 seconds or it's over with. I'm good. Like I can mix this and it doesn't dry up super fast like some of your other fillers do. So you have a lot of work time with this stuff compared to so many others. What do I want to say? So I have, and I didn't bring it, of course, I have a plastic like putty knife and I will use that to apply it. But I mean, you could just use this first, apply it where you need it. And our cabinet in our back porch, I could have left a link here, couldn't I have? I haven't done this in a while. So if you just go to mycreativedays.com, the first post on there shows the 2 projects that I use this on. But it's a long cabinet. And so I just spread it on the area that, I need it on to fill it all the way down. And then I take that plastic putty knife, act like that's what it is. And then I go over it to flatten it. And then I go over like the edges of the crack or the hole or whatever you're filling and make sure I scrape up anything that I don't need to, like any of the excess on the sides of the crack, because this stuff is gonna dry rock hard. I mean, that's what it's called. And so you just want to take off any excess, even on the area that's the crack. If you fill, you're going to fill it obviously, but you want to smooth that out, because if you have a ton of excess at the top, I'm telling you, your sanding is not going to be fun and you're going to get frustrated. I'm just going to be completely honest. This stuff dries rock hard. So you want to fill what you need to fill, take any excess off, like the areas around it, and any excess off, piled where you got to fill it. Like you just want to fill it so it's flush, right? And that just because then your sanding is going to be that much better. Obviously, before you would apply this anywhere, you want to make sure that area is clean. You don't have a bunch of dust and everything in there, because you want this stuff to get in there, harden and settle and all of that. And then you want to make sure that it fully dries before you would sand it. And depending on, every little project's going to be different, right? If you had like a deeper hole or a deeper crack, it's going to take longer than something that's not so deep. So it's just going to depend on your project for dry time. But you just want to make sure, obviously, that it is completely dry before you sand it smooth. Another question I got was a couple times, is it stainable? So this does not take surface stain, like stain on top of it well, but you can add a water-based stain to this right now. So at the putty stage, which is right here, you could add a water-based stain to it. I have not tried that, so I can't, I don't have any tips and tricks, or like I learned this using the stain. I haven't tried that, so I don't know. Both of my projects were painted, so it paints really well. So I can attest to that, but that's how you can use it for stain. But it doesn't take stain, like if it dried and then you stained over it doesn't take stain that well. So, I mean, I'm still happy with this stuff, meaning I could still apply this. And some hardeners like this, some fillers that harden, you know, like rock hard, like by now it would be garbage. So for me, if you have followed me for any amount of time, if I can find a product that, number one, it's not going to go bad if I don't have the lid on just right. Number two, I'm not wasting a bunch of product because I didn't work fast enough. Number three, I can make just as what I need, right? Like this little amount, and that's something else I should tell you. This little amount, I will have, like for the 2 projects I did, I had well more than enough of this. So it goes a long way too. This thing, I honestly wish my mom still had some of the old containers just to see like the difference from back in the day. But literally this stuff was on our shelves in the basement for years. Like it's gonna last you forever. So it's a good investment to me. You know, it's just not one of those products where you waste it or you have to use it by such a time or else it's bad. So I love, love, love that about it. Still not dried out. Still good. So, and you want to mix it. 3-to-1 is perfect. 3-to-1 ratio is perfect. Like I said, there was one time, and I don't know if it was like, it was in the summer. So I don't know if it was like humidity and stuff, if that made a difference. I literally needed like 1 drop. It was not much at all. And always remember, it's just like cooking and baking and all that. You can't take it out, but you can add more. So, but don't, what am I trying to say? Don't make a decision until you've got it fully mixed. Don't judge it until you've got it fully mixed, because, you know, when you're starting to mix it, you're like, there's no way, I need more water for sure. But once you mix it all in there, it's the perfect consistency. So yeah, I just thought I'd share this kind of in real time, just show you how to mix it, what it should look like. I would apply this right now if I had a project. Like you have ample work time. Just make sure you just get it where you need it. You wipe off or scrape off whatever you're using, all the excess off, because sanding is not going to be fun. Sand, you know, go lighter to tougher sandpaper. Just again, every project will be different, but you just don't want to go on there with like a 60 and rip all the way through it. Just, you know, you can work your way up to that and just kind of see how your project's taking it or how much sanding you need to do. But I'm telling you, if you're looking for a product that is not going to stress you out to use it, that you're not going to waste a ton. If you don't get it done in 10 seconds, it's garbage. This is it. Stress-free filler. Stress-free, rock-hard filler. So I would, for like furniture projects, I would use this on those, you know, like if you had a hole to fill, or if you had, like I said, separation, and I wish I should have, well, actually, this table has separation. I would never use it on this one. This is an old library table that I got at a yard sale. Can you see that? Somebody tell me, can you? I mean, this is obviously made to be like this, but sometimes just the older pieces, like this one, it's really separated here. Oh, at the ends. Here, hang on a second. You can kind of see it there. So these are the kinds of projects that I would use it on. Not this table. I would never paint this table, but projects like that. And if you're picking up older pieces, like a lot of the farmhouse older pieces like that are usually, it's like the cabinet in our back porch right now. I rescued it out of an old garage, and it's just, the top just kind of came separated. It was like 2 pieces, but it just was apart. And for years since I've had it, I've wanted to fill it, but I didn't want to go through the hassle. To be completely honest, I didn't want to go through the hassle of that hardener that is so stressful. It's like, I'll just live with that. It's not bad, but, and then I got this, and it's like, yeah, that'll finally get done. So definitely try this. I think you can get it at most home improvement stores. You can get it on Amazon, but if you're looking for something that's a little less stressful and actually works really well, definitely give this a try. If you've tried it, let me know too. Some people were saying when I shared the reel and the post that they've used it for years on furniture. And some people said, oh, I forgot about that, or like that I had used that before. So people have been using this, I guess, on furniture projects. I would have never thought to use this on furniture, just because I grew up. I mean, my dad wasn't doing furniture projects. He was doing other like construction stuff, and this stuff was always used. So use it on your next furniture project or whatever you need to fill, and you need it to harden really, you need it to, yes, dry really, really hard. That makes sense. So yeah. Okay, I will talk to you guys soon. This was fun. I'm glad I went. I can see people here. I just haven't gone live in so long. So it worked good. And if you have any questions, let me know. If I didn't answer something, I've been answering people like on the posts and on the reel and stuff. But if you have any questions, let me know. I'd be happy to answer them. I just love sharing products that I find that make your job, your life, whatever, easier. And this is definitely one of them. So I'm so glad that I tried it, and it works really, really well.